Hello. How are you?
You know I die for your attacking. Body too fine, make me wanna sing. Yeah, come give me love, we gon' make me mad. Come give me love, we gon' make me mad. You know I die for your attacking.
You deserve better, okay? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite sister, Essy Estaa, and today I'm here to inform you about ways to maintain your wigs and how to store them, okay? So if you happen to click me today and this is your first time seeing me, hello, how are you, sis? It's your new sister, so make that official by subscribing. And if you've been a loyal sister, you know, you already know how we do it on this side, okay? Let's just get right into this video. So I realized that there's not much videos on YouTube on how to maintain the hair. There's always lots of videos on, you know, what type of hair to get and, you know, if the hair is good or bad, but nobody really ever talks much about after you get the hair, like how to maintain your wigs and stuff. So, you know, I decided to you know, I gotta help my sisters out and let you guys know how to maintain your wigs and stuff like that. So the first thing I would like to talk about is washing your wigs. When it comes to washing your wigs, it is preferred and is better to wash your hair in lukewarm to cold water. The reason why I suggest using lukewarm to cool water is because when you use hot water to wash your wigs, you know, a lot of times, you know, we think like when water is hot it's really disinfecting and stuff, but the thing that we don't realize is how drying hot water can be. Even if you use that on your skin, I know like me, for example, I love, you know, showering with really hot water, but if you don't moisturize yourself properly, your skin will become dry because of how hot the water is. So the same rules apply for your wigs. Whenever, you know, your sis needs a wash, you know, make sure that you're using lukewarm to cool water. That keeps the moisture locked in and it does not dry your hair out. So another tip with washing your hair that I would like to recommend is that, you know, you space out how much you wash your hair, because washing your hair too often also does dry out the hair. So, you know, you want to spread out how often you wash your hair. I would suggest, you know, whenever you see a lot of like, you know, adhesive or glue built up, for people who like use glue or like got to be very often on wigs that are lace on them, you know, whether it's a frontal or closure, you want to make sure that, you know, whenever you see there's a lot of glue builds up and stuff, that's when I would suggest washing your hair. But if your hair is just quick and ready to go, then just throw that baby on. Like, it's not, I don't suggest washing your hair too often. Now, if you feel like you do want to wash it but your hair is not really dirty and you just want to restore moisture into your wigs, I would suggest just using conditioner. You can condition your hair, deep condition it, leave it overnight, and then wash out the day after. Conditioner is the key to moistured hair. That applies to your natural hair and it also applies to your wigs. So if your wig is not dirty but you just want to restore that moisture back into your hair, I would definitely recommending just conditioning. You don't need to wash the hair with shampoo. Just use conditioner. The next thing I would like to talk about is how you store and like how can I say it? I guess like store your hair basically. So with wigs, there's either two ways to have it on your head. It's either installed with either glue or sewn into your braids or sewn into a cap or something, or it's removable or glueless, which you can take it off. Now, if your hair is installed, if you're going to sleep at night, tie it down. Give me 1 second. If your wig is installed onto your head, the best thing to do when you're going to sleep, I would either suggest tying it up with a satin scarf. It could be any one of your choice, a satin scarf, to ensure that the hair doesn't move at night. It's, you know, staying in place and stuff, and it's keeping it tidy, you know, because them installs are expensive, sis, so you want to make sure you preserve it as long as you can until, you know, however you can maintain it. So what the satin scarf does, it keeps everything in place, especially if you're wearing a frontal. You know, it's easy for frontals to lift, So using a scarf will definitely help, you know, keep it down and keep it, you know, tight, okay? And if you don't have a satin scarf, I would suggest a bonnet. You know, a bonnet you just store it right on, okay? This is mine. It's reversible. If you guys don't know, I'm starting a robe line, but I also have like sleeping accessories to wear. So I have bonnets and stuff. So yeah, this just happens to be the one that I'm wearing. You know, like I gotta rep my brands anytime. So, you know, you might want to stay tuned for that. Follow me on my business page at Estes Elegance on Instagram, and just stay tuned because, you know, I'm coming, okay? But yeah, back to the video. Yeah, so either when you're going to sleep, wear a satin scarf to tie your hair down, or a bonnet. Now, if you're not wearing, if your hair is not installed to your head, girl, just put it on a mannequin head. Just put it on your mannequin head. Like, it keeps your hair more, how can I say, it keeps the shape of your hair. It keeps, if you have curls, it's more likely to stay longer if it's just on a mannequin head than you sleeping and then you're tossing and turning, and you know your head is moving, so it's moving your hair around. So if your hair is not sewn down or glued down and it's just a wig that you can just take it off and put it back on, I highly suggest just putting, you know, your hair on your mannequin head overnight, and then in the morning or whenever next you want to put the wig on, you just throw that baby back on and you're good to go, okay? That also helps with like styling your hair. You know, just style it the night before, and then, you know, you sleep with your regular hair, you know, scarf tied down, and then the next day you take your wig off the mannequin head and you're good to go. So, you know, that's my second tip. In regards to like storing your hair and like maintaining it, I will also suggest, like, you know, what you do to store your wigs. Now, a lot of times after we're done with a certain wig and we're on to the next one, we just throw it somewhere, throw it in a bag somewhere, throw it somewhere, don't even remember how it is. And, you know, it looks crazy by the time we want to take it up and use it again. So I have 2 recommendations that you can do in order to store your hair, and it just keeps you more organized so that when you are looking for it, especially if you have multiple wigs, you know where is what. So 2 things I'd like to show you guys. I either store my wigs inside of satin bags. I just feel like satin is really good with hair. Like silky materials such as satin and silk, they're really good for hair, and, you know, keeping them together instead of, like, you know, other materials sometimes causes friction in your hair, and that's no good for your hair. So I either like to store my wigs in satin bags. You can get them anywhere, Amazon, AliExpress, anywhere, to be honest. Sometimes even certain hair companies, they send their hair inside satin bags. You don't want to throw that out because it will be your best friend when it comes to storing your wigs. So I either keep it in a satin bag, or if you're like me and you're a popular Shein customer, okay, this is another type of affordable storage tip. So I shop a lot at Shein, and their stuff always comes in this this like Ziploc bag, right? So, and because like they put each and every single item in a bag like this, like I always end up having like a good 10 plus Shein bags, and I throw them out. But when I need to store something, I realized that these are great for storing my wigs. So all I really do is, you know, I get my wigs together, you know, sometimes I wash them before I put them in here, or sometimes I just throw them in here, and then I put them in here, and then I label what type of wig is it, so that, you know, when I'm looking for the wig that I want to wear, once I see that, okay, this one is long curly, this is what I'm looking for, and that's that. So this is an affordable way. If you happen to have Ziploc bags, you can use other bags that you may have that are similar, that are small, and you can put into many places. You can put them in, you can stack them up in storage bins or wherever you like, as long as you know that, you know, it's organized And yeah, the third tip that I would like to bring up and share with you guys is brushing your hair. Now, if you don't know, frontals and closures, they tend to bald over time. It's natural to do. However, one thing that you could do to preserve and like how you brush your hair. I always like to brush from the bottom and work my way to the top. You know, there's a lot of people who like every second they're brushing their hair, but like nothing is wrong with brushing hair, because you know sometimes our hair does move and it's not in a nice neat place how we want it to be looked, how we want it to be seen. But just make sure when you are brushing your hair that you're brushing it gently, so that you're not continuously pulling hair from the roots of your closure and your frontal. So please make sure you watch how you're brushing your hair. Don't overbrush. Like, we want to make sure that we preserve how long the closure is useful to us, because once the closure starts balding, sis, you're gonna need to replace it, and that costs money. So in order to maintain that budget, maintain and preserve how long we have each unit for, be mindful of how often you brush your hair and how you're brushing your hair. The last thing I would like to talk about in order to maintain your wigs is the amount of heat and products that you put in your hair. I know we like, you know, the curly look, we like our hair bone straight, that's fine, but then again, limit how much heat you put into your hair. So one alternative that a lot of people do when they want curls in their hair, they do the pin curls by hand and put pins to hold it together, and they leave it in overnight, or they use bendy rollers. I don't have none at the moment, but that's a good alternative instead of adding heat to your hair. Adding heat to your hair thins your hair out, and it also dries out your hair if you're not moisturizing it. So the more heat you're putting into your hair, you're burning it, and that's no good. Okay, like treat your wigs like it's your real hair. If you know that it's not good to add too much heat to your natural hair, treat your wig the same. Even though it's not the same thing, treat it with the same care, so that you know you can preserve it for a long time, because nobody got money to be buying wigs every 2 weeks. No, that's not the purpose. Wigs are like an overprotective style in order to, you know, look good, but be smart while you're doing it. Maintain it for as long as you can. Now, when you do add heat to your hair, please make sure you're using products that will keep moisture, products that will protect your hair. Now, whenever I'm either curling my hair or straightening my hair, I like to use heat protectant to protect my hair from the heat. Now, the heat protector I'm currently using is called Chi, and this is what it looks like. And it's an iron. It's called the Chi 44 Iron Guard Thermal Protection Spray. Now, this is probably one of the best heat protectant I use, and I absolutely love it. It retails for about $14.99 at my beauty supply store, and that's what I use to protect my hair from the heat that I put into my hair. So you know, you want to have that shield, that protection between the hair and the heat that you're applying to the hair. Another product I like to use on my hair is the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Anti-Fuzz Serum. I really like this serum because it prevents it from frizzing after, you know, you do your hair. And sometimes the weather outside is not the best, but this helps protect it from frizzing, and it also helps it to shine. You know, you want that nice shine. You don't want your hair looking dry. So that's another thing when it comes to preserving your hair with products. You don't want to put too much products, but you want to make sure that the products that you are using is helping the hair in some sort of way. So this product helps maintain shine. It keeps your hair looking sleek and shine. Whenever you put products in your hair, make sure they're lightweight, you know, so that your hair doesn't look too greasy and stuff, because like that over grease look is not cute, sis. Like, from sis to sis, it's not cute, okay? And another thing that I also like to suggest, you know, some people after they wash their hair, they go into blow drying, and they also after blow drying their hair, then they decide to flat iron or curl their hair. Limit as much heat as you can possible. So what I like to do after I wash my hair, I like to let my hair air dry overnight, and then after my hair dries overnight, I can then decide to either straighten my hair or curl my hair. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope I help you guys with some tips on how to maintain your hair. If any of this worked for you, please let me know. Come back and let me know. If you also have any tips on how to maintain your wigs that you do that I haven't mentioned, please comment them down below. Please don't forget to like this video if I've helped you, or if this video informed you of new ways to maintain your wigs. If I just put you on to some good tips on how to maintain your wigs, just let me know down below. And don't forget the big S. Like I've been sisters, come on. I've been putting y'all on these past few days. Like, I'm lying? Okay, so please don't forget the big S to subscribe. I am on the road to 1K after some time, so please, you know, do me that privilege and honor and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Baby, welcome to the party.
Baby, welcome to the party. I want to the party.